Hello, magical you. I haven't recorded for this transmission, for this collective in a really, really long time, and I'm not sure what wants to come through for you, but I do know that something wants to come through for you now, because I felt very, very cool to sit down and record, and my human was getting a little bit caught up in the thinking, and my ears just started ringing, so I didn't need any more confirmation before to hit record. So if you're new here, welcome. It almost feels like I'm new here. And if you're returning, well, welcome back. It's lovely to play in your frequency again. Okay, so let's breathe together, shall we? Because whatever is in the field for you, like, wants to come through, like, with your awareness, with you fully present here now, with you embodied, and not in the mind and not thinking. Take it how it resonates, friends. This one I feel is going to be an interesting one for us both, for us all. But I know that if you're still here, 111, it's because you are ready to be liberated. And it's not that this message is going to liberate you. This message is just going to remind you of that which you already know to be true, and thus the deceit, the lie, the veil, the shadow, the untruth that you have believed up until you choose not to, will be revealed. Okay, so take this how it resonates, but let's close our eyes. And I'm really being called to the eye on this deck. I'm not even sure if the cards are going to come out. It's that kind of message, friends. Okay, so with each breath, breathing into the heart space, holding for a moment or two, acknowledging your light, your magic, your divinity, the source of you, and then surrendering with each exhale to the perfection of you and this now. Breathing at your own pace, just breathing into that heart space. And with each and every exhale, surrendering to the perfection that is you always. Okay. 6 of Wands. Okay, this is, I'm being called to the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Swords. I'm hearing that, like, it's time for you to take the stage. It's time for you to share your gold. And this is the gold that you created for yourself. And that's the beautiful thing, friends. Because everything you create for you, everything you choose for you, like, has a ripple effect. The ripple of you knows no bounds. That's what I'm hearing. And it starts with self-love. And it's like you've been loving yourself. You've been making space for yourself. You've been taking time for yourself. And I know that, actually, I don't know who this collective is. When this channel was created, it was very much for mothers, and I still feel that energy here very strongly, but I feel it more as a parent energy than a singular, like, female energy. So I don't know what's going to come through, but the cards are all face down at the bottom, and I feel like in many ways this is very relevant. Okay, I'm not going to even look, because it's like what Source is saying to me right now, 4-4, and I feel that 4s are really, really relevant for you. Source is basically saying that right now, like, you are the master manifester. You are the one that is creating, like, your heaven. And it's like there's something very, I feel like this message is very specific. There's something that you feel called to create, something that you feel called to do. I'm hearing the word narrate. Maybe you're feeling called to be a verbal channel. But only now has the ear, 444, has the ear in my ring, has the ring in my ear stopped. Like, and it was blasting from like about 30 seconds before I hit record. And it's only stopped now. So there is something that you are in the like proceeds of creating, and maybe you're doing it in the tangible world, like maybe it's still something that you're like thinking about or just musing about, but I feel like I'm just hearing the inspiration struck, like something struck, something landed, and you're feeling called to like follow through, or feeling called to pick something up. And maybe it's something old, maybe it's something new, but it's something true is what I'm hearing. And it's something that was created or is created from like pain, from your pain. And it's not so much that you're in pain now, because I feel like if this finds you, you know that pain is merely a point on the map 555 to where something within you is unhealed, the map of you, the map of this human experience. And I'm hearing like you, if this message finds you, you've been an alchemist tinkering in your laboratory for a while, and that's why the message is coming through this way today. Okay, so your pain, you like the pain that was, the pain that you once perceived to be pain, the experience that you once perceived to be painful, the grit that you turned into gold. This is not a new message, but it's the first time this message is coming through here. Your grit, your pain, your suffering, all that you, it's not so much that you overcame it. It's not that you had to overcome it. It's all that you've alchemized. Because I feel like this message really finds you when you've been tinkering, when you are like a well-versed alchemist, right? You know, you might not know everything, but you know where everything is stored. You know all the elements. You might not know which ones to use always in every situation, but when a situation arises, you are not the fleeting human going, oh my goodness, what do I do? You are the alchemist going, okay, what is my reality saying to me? What am I saying to me? What within me requires shifting so that I no longer have to see any of this? Yes? So I feel like you are a well-versed alchemist. You know the chemicals in your laboratory. You know the elements that you get to play with. And you've been playing with them. You've been playing with them, and I get huge confirmation here. And this message, this entire message is confirmation I'm hearing, because it's confirmation for you so that you like step up on stage, or you open the window, or you turn on the mic, or there's I'm seeing a spoon stirring a pot, like whatever inspirations you've been having, like there's something more to them. Okay, and that's why what the cards at the bottom are face down, and I'm not feeling any energy off them. It feels like there's like a veil on them, like you are still choosing. You're still choosing to turn certain grit into gold. I'm feeling, okay, that's time to see now. They say the sun, the hanged man. I'm feeling that this is very much the energy that you often find yourself in. This is the sun and the hanged man. They came out both reversed. It's not really relevant here. What I'm sensing here is it's just that these are the two like clashing energies. Like the yes in you, the light in you, the seed that like wants to pollinate the world, like this flow, right? This dance, this movement, the you that wants to create with source always. And more intention, like more specifically, I'm hearing intentionally in my head, like intentional creations. There is and versus the you, and this is more the human you that feels stuck. The hanged man, I've always loved the energy of the hanged man, because it's very much about how powerful you are. you have that amount of power where you can create a feeling of stuckness, or you can create a sense or a feeling of freedom and liberation. 111, all with your thoughts, all with what you choose to sit in or allow through. So I feel like you're bouncing between, and I'm hearing the word bouncing, and I'm seeing a bouncing ball. You're bouncing between the version of you that knows that their hands aren't tied, and that even if they're hanging upside down, it's perfect, it's fine, it's more than perfect, it's divine. And the you, or the version of you, that is worried, that feels like their hands are tied, that feels hanged upside down, that sees being hung upside down as a bad thing. And I'm really being called to the fish there, right? It's interesting because what's coming through here, 111, 1111, we can't see whether the body is headless. These fish may or may not be piranhas. That being we may just be viewing them from underneath. You are the creator. What you choose to see and like anchor in as truth, you choose. That's how powerful you are. I love the power that's coming through here. And I feel like this is the power that is really being awakened within you. That has like given you you've finally given yourself the permission slip to like be a cascade of like color across a canvas. It's like you've accepted sources. How do I word this? Source has been holding out their hand, or like its hand, to dance with you for a really long time. And it's like you've finally like gone, okay, I'll dance with you. Let's have some fun with no expectation. I feel that so strongly. And in that same breath, right, I'm once again being called to the fish. And I'm feeling like an anchor. And now I'm hearing like swimming with the fishes. Like there is a density that is being called for release at this time. A perception. And it's going to be different for everyone. But I feel like it has very much to do with how you see you and your human's experience. Because if this message finds you, like, you know you're a new human, you're one of the first waves of new consciousness, you're one of the first in, I'm sorry friends, I'm really being called to this is really interesting. I don't have the book for this deck, and it was gifted to me. It's a beautiful deck, but the card that came out or one of the cards is illumination. And you see the question mark. Something is being illuminated to you at this time, but more so than that, it's like I'm feeling a surrender. I'm feeling a surrender to needing to know. It feels like you have given yourself, or are in the proceeds of giving yourself, permission to like fully step into running the show. Like this is all your creation. This video doesn't exist without your awareness, your consciousness on it, at least not for anybody else but me. So you are ready, I'm hearing. Like you're ready. So we have the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands. There is something, you're being called to be seen in a way that like really excites you, but also scares the hell out of you. There's no other way to put it. Like you're very excited, and then like it's like there's a thought. There's something being illuminated to you at this time. It's a false belief that you have about the world. I feel like you've resolved the alchemy, like you've resolved the issue within you through your alchemy about it being a false belief about you. Like, I feel like you're seeing you more clearly than you've ever done before. But the world, you're not seeing the world as clearly. You're not seeing the world clearly. You're not seeing, like, there's something that you're missing. There's something that you still, believe about the world that is untrue, or your place in it. But in some way, it's some relation to, like, the world and you, which seems redundant because isn't that what everything is? But there's something very specific that is being illuminated to you at this time, that you're being shown. I'm seeing a window open, like, and I'm seeing light coming through. With the high priestess, this also speaks about revealing, right? Unveiling, seeing, coming out of the shadows. You're ready to be seen. You're ready to do something. You're ready to create something that is going to put all eyes on you. There's something big. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And with the Page of Swords, you know it. Like, the truth of you knows it. Like, I feel like you're at a level where you are able to, like, rein in your ego, like, talk yourself down, talk yourself out of a corner, remind yourself of your truth to such a degree that your alchemy naturally, like, awakens, and you're like, okay, no, that's not true. I don't believe that. I don't see that. So I feel like you're at a level where you are an alchemist alchemizing in the now, right? The things that are arising, you're seeing with clearer clarity than ever before. This version of you has never ever existed before, and it's why you're ready. You have been for a while, I hear, and you've known this. Like, there is something. You're sitting on gold. It's like you're sitting on a gold mine. It's like you're sitting on a gold mine and you know it. But there's something within you that is hesitating. Okay, I'm going to pull an alchemy card or two on this hesitation, because that's, as I said, hesitating. Like, my whole body, and I, like, vibed, and I felt the sinker, the anchor. So something that you've been hesitating on, whatever it is, it's time to stop. It is time to stop hesitating. It's time to act and to drop the act. So interesting. This card came out today for another collective that I read for. Also, I just realized that I forgot to plug in the microphone, so the sound quality might not be fantastic, but if that were an issue, if the message wasn't for you, you wouldn't still be here. So, Sun Splendor at the bottom of the deck, Splendor Solis. Okay, friends. Okay, almost there. Okay. 199. I feel like that is relevant for someone. Okay. Rotation, the wheel, monotony, cycles. Rotatio is the great alchemical operation of the wheel. Through its circularity, it indicates that work performed again and again and again produces results. It reminds us our efforts are cumulative, not singular. Nor is the work ever fixed or finished. Rather, the alchemist rises each day to tend to the laboratory, to weave their work into the world. It is the epitome of the alchemical axiom, idam mutata resurgo, although changed, I rise the same. This operation is expressed through images of the circle, the spiral, the Ouroboros, and the wheel. By its non-hierarchical shape, we are tossed back into the spin. Just when we thought we had it all figured out, we are tossed back into the spin. Though this stage can be frustrating and cause a fair amount of restlessness, it is at the heart of all spiritual practices. Go deeper. Listen to George Harrison's All Things Must Pass to ponder, is there anything that does not repeat? And sorry, I made a little mistake when I was reading that. If you've been repeating actions and getting the same results, this card is an opportunity to see the pattern and make a new choice. Spin the wheel in a new direction. This operation connects us to the element of time. The alchemist learns how to use time like any other element, not to waste it, but to expand it and appreciate its gifts. So I'm just going to read what I read in the incorrect way. Where is it? The right way. Okay. This operation is expressed through images of the circle, the spiral, the Ouroboros, and the wheel. By its non-hierarchical shape, we are tossed back into the spin, just when we thought we had figured it all out. Okay. So I just wanted to highlight that, apparently. Okay, sun splendor. Generosity, health, abundance. Revel in the glory of splendor solis. There are several cards in the alchemy deck that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effects of its radiance. Think abundance, fulfillment, and altruism. Envision celebration and collaboration. But is it possible in our complex world? The sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When Splendor Solis arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. Don't know where to start? Thank someone. Then thank another person. Soon the alchemist finds they are not alone in their laboratory, and miracles arrive, both small and large. Look at the painting, The Sun by Edward Munch, 199. As I said, I feel like that number is relevant, and as I saw it, my ear kind of started ringing. Okay, to ponder the divine masculine. The sun's splendor is a card that indicates long-term overreaching success and health. Though it is practiced daily, it accumulates into an ongoing narrative for the current. There is something you're being called to share with the world. The time is now. Scarcity often prevents us from feeling the sun's abundant splendor. Give freely today, give anonymously even. Then take note how you feel. Friends, I'm being called to end this transmission right there. Thank you for co-creating it with me. Blessings and love, magical one. Bye-bye.